Hello, hello. I will be right there. I just want to get that going. Okay. Um, let's go back here. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this yet. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. I want to welcome you here. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to help you with your creativity needs. If you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or if you are one, that's awesome. Stay here. I just might inspire you today. I'm creating a stunning card. It is a pillar card. You're seeing them everywhere lately, so I don't even know who to give credit to, but I pulled out, hi Debbie, hello Darlene, hello Judy. I pulled out some of my new DSP and got creating. So let me change the view here. There we go. So if you have already shared, I've got your names down. So thank you for those who have shared. You just might win the card today. So in the new catalog on page 119, I am using this gorgeous paper down here to create our cards. So it's the beautiful gallery. And I am also using, let me show you what else I am using. Well, I'm using the Textured Notes stamp set, and I meant to cut my panels with my dies, and I totally forgot. So, but this, I can't talk. These dies would pair very well with the card that I'm creating today, although I did not use them. So, not going to lie. So I want to say hello again to Darlene, Debbie, and Judy. I think I already said hello, and I feel like I'm sleepwalking. I don't know why I have been so tired lately, but I am. Let's start with, okay, I should pull this out actually. So here's some of my little bits and bobs left from playing in here. If you have not seen this paper in real life, it is absolutely stunning. I am using this on the card. Okay, Darlene, thank you for sharing. Let me just jump right in. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I want to show you. This is just inexpensive Staples cardstock. Okay. So whenever I create a new fun fold that I haven't done, I always make a prototype, okay? And then I file this in alphabetical order in my binder. So this is going to go under pop-up pillar card, okay? So this is my prototype, okay? Or my template, I guess, is more the word. So here's my cardstock, and this measures 5.5 by 8.25, okay? So we've got our score marks, and if you would like the PDF mailed to you and a card kit, let me know. I can do that for you. To mail is $12. Porch pickup is $9. So if you are interested in creating this card, let me know, and I will also have a tutorial for you. So here we've got our scoring, okay? So this is the start of creating the pillar, okay? We're going to put adhesive on this little 1/2-inch score right there. And I accidentally left my little cap off. I think my ink is, or my glue is frozen in the nozzle. So let's get another Tombow. So on this little 1/2-inch, let's just get some glue down. And if you just lay this down where this edge here is going to go along the edge of your scored card base. Say that fast 10 times. So I'm going to fold it right here, and I'm just going to fold the card onto itself. Easy peasy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to burnish that, but then I also want to pull it this way, and I want to burnish it that way as well. Okay, so now we've got our pillar, and you know what? This is the new in color. I love this color. It is called Secret Sea, and I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, let's get our, if I have time, I'm going to create two. Let's get our little silicone mat out. And this is the back side of these beautiful white roses. I am going to put adhesive down on here. And you know what, girls? Sometimes we find it so hard to use our design paper because it's so beautiful, but it's not doing us any good sitting on the shelf. So you know what? Chop it up, use it, make this card, make this card. My reasoning, because I could put this down here, but my reasoning is rather than a basic white panel on the inside of our card, you could very easily write your sentiment on here. So that's the reason why I'm putting this down this way. Before I put it down, let me grab a piece of scratch paper here. So before I put that down, why is that in there? Okay. Let's grab our Secret Sea. And I'm going to grab this little leaf set from the Textured Notes, okay? Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see your name pop up. No, your name did not pop up. Aw, Judy, thank you. Judy is just asking for a thumbs up. That is so sweet. So let's get some Secret Sea on there. If you think it's going to be too dark, you can stamp it off, but I don't mind the darkness on here. Okay, so there's just a cute little element on the inside of our card. And now let's get some glue down on here. So there's the whole reasoning, because now you can just write your sentiment right on that piece of design paper, because it's light enough that you're still going to be able to see what it is that you're writing, or you can stamp your sentiment. So now we're going to come to our card. So Cheryl, are you watching on YouTube or are you on Facebook? Because I don't see your name anywhere. Okay, so there is the inside of our card. We're going to grab a piece of Secret Sea, and here is that design paper. I'm going to put my adhesive down on this side, okay? Oh, okay, Darlene, thank you so much for letting me know. I hope all is well. Let's get a little bit of adhesive on here. So again, if you're interested in the PDF, whoops, as well as a kit, let me know. Let's put that down there. Let's find our wiggle room here. Sorry about the Band-Aid. I sliced my finger yesterday, really quite badly. It might have needed stitches, but I kind of ignored that. So this is ready to go. But before we do that, we're going to grab this, and I can put it down on this little thing that way or this way. And this is going to go on top. So let's get in camera here. Ladies, I want your opinion. Do I put this design paper down on here that way? Okay. Or do I flip it? And actually, this is going to give me a visual too, so I might not even wait. But see, even with the Secret C panel peeking out, it kind of breaks that up. There's no right or wrong. So do we want to go this way, or do we want to go that way? Okay. And then I'm going to ask you the same thing for the side panels. We can go this way or that way. That might start getting too busy in my mind. I'm definitely going to go this way on that. The first option, just the plain. So then we're going to go plain all the way around. And then this becomes our major focal point. Let's do it. Grab your silicone mat and let's get this. I featured this on my short, but I used different design paper. So now you can just lay this flat and let's eyeball that. We're going to get adhesive on this. You're going to see how quick this card actually is. And if you needed to do a whole whack of cards, if you were doing a swap or something, and if you want to get rid of some of your design paper, which you should, it's not doing you any good sitting on your shelf, even though you love it. And now we're going to take this and we're just going to close that down, and let's lay that there. Hello, Kathy. Welcome here. So that's done. Okay, now I also want to feature the cat. So this is an alignment tool, okay? So for this card, it is perfect. When I put this panel down, I want 3/4 of an inch on the top and the bottom. And rather than guessing, right, we're going to place that and we're going to go flush with the top. I'm not going to go in the corner on this one, and I'm going to show you why. So then we put down our alignment tool. It holds everything in place. I want this to be sticking out on this end, and I want this edge flush with this edge. So let's see. Yeah, I am correct. And then it's going to go right up there. Okay. So I'm going to hold down. This is my 3/4 inch template, and I'm going to put a little bead of glue, and I'm going to stop about there. I did my dry fit already, so I know that I'm in good alignment here. We're just going to tuck that up. Okay. If you don't own the cat, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry, actually. You need this in your studio. Let's give that a press to make sure that it is down. And look, this is exactly how I wanted the card. I wanted it popped out here, and I wanted it perfectly centered on this little spine. Okay, so that's why I took my 3/4 inch. I just marked that myself. And then there's the platform where you lay everything down so it's nice and straight. So there you go. And now that's the totally wrong color. Let's get a little note of appreciation from the textured notes. And I'm going to see if I have a piece of scrap, which is that color. And I think that is perfect. Okay, let's ink that up with Secret C. You girls are extremely quiet today. I guess you're just intently watching. So we're going to get some ink on there. And let's go down and we're going to fussy cut that. We're just going to grab our snips. Kathy, thank you for sharing earlier as well. Somebody is in for a treat. You're going to win one of these cards. And I say cards because I did a couple ahead of time because I needed to do one as my first shot at it, and then I needed to create another one so that I could do my YouTube short. And let's just kind of round that corner a little bit. So a little note of appreciation. We're going to put some dimensionals down on there. Darlene is actually creating a new, I don't know what you would call it, tray or platform. I got a hold of her yesterday and said, can you create a little house for all of my dimensionals? Because they're always scattered on my table and I can never find them. So let's just decide where we want that sentiment. We're going to grab the in colors. These are called the flat pearls, and they're gorgeous. And you know what? This color would even work on this card. Or do I want something brighter? I don't want these gems. Yeah, let's go with this. I don't want these gems lost in the pattern. So we're going to grab the big and the small, and then let's grab the medium, and let's put the medium one down right there. Card number 1 is done. Oh my goodness, Judy, please take care. So there is a beautiful, stunning card. This would work as a sympathy. This would work as a thinking of you, as a birthday. Let's move on and do another one, okay? So same design paper. This is pecan pie. So let's burnish our score marks. Judy, I feel so bad for you. Okay, where did I put my bone folder? Let's get these nicely burnished. That took me 15 minutes, ladies. 15 minutes. I mean, all my cutting was done, but it just goes to show you, once your cutting is done, how quick this card comes together. So here is my card inside, and there's that score line, and that's what I want to find with this. So I am just going to fold it right here. I've got a score line, score line, score line, and card front. We're going to fold that down on that second score line, okay? Wow, that's tough. Judy, what were you doing up on a ladder? So we've got our adhesive down, and let's just fold that card onto itself. Okay, and then, whoops, it didn't take quite yet. There we go. And then I'm just going to very carefully, see, there's the pillar. Let's just pull it this way, and let's burnish that again. Okay, now for all of our design paper. So here, we're going to put this down there, and maybe I will grab pecan pie. So let's clean that stamp. Trimming my tree. Oh, Judy. Yikes. Yikes. Not good. I'm pretty sure pecan pie will be dark enough. That's going to be for our sentiment. I want to clean the same leaves. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Wow. I am sorry to hear that. I need to send you a card. Wendy, hello. How are the fires doing in your area, Wendy? Our daughter's cottage is at Royal Lake, and I forgot to, oh no, I didn't put it down yet. Good, good, good. Let's get our scrap. And this is pecan pie. Let's put that little sprig down there. Love it so much. Love it. Look at that. That could go down too, right? Isn't that gorgeous? But I wanted something lighter like this so that you can write your sentiment right on there. That's why I flipped it this way. But this paper is gorgeous. They're spreading really rapidly. Oh no. No way. So Wendy, is the fire really close to your place? Ah, dear. Yeah, I don't know how it's doing at Royal Lake. I know they evacuated West Hawk, and that's fairly close. Okay, so the inside of our card is done. I've got this little strip for here. And again, if anybody is interested in purchasing the PDF and a card kit, I can't do any stamping for you though. It's $9 for porch pickup or $12 if you want that mailed. And I would just email you the PDF. I've got a little bit of glue there. Let's get that off. So there's that. And I have not cut the panels because I was unsure. Do I go with the muted again, like we did here, where this is all the same, or do I cut a strip of this, okay, on either side? They evacuated all of Whiteshell. Oh boy. That's crazy. Wow. So do we want this? And while I'm waiting, I am going to adhere this. So this kind of reminded me of Newfoundland when we went. And that's going to go down there. Okay, so do we want kind of the muted or do we want to go with the blues? Wow, Wendy, I feel bad. I feel bad for everyone. Does anybody know, has anybody lost cottages yet? Yeah, let's be praying for Wendy and her cottage, that all just kind of bypasses, and her neighbors. And let's keep Judy in our thoughts too with her back injury. And Wendy, I do have you down as sharing, so thank you so much for that. Whoops. So I need to know if we are, let me see here, blue. Kathy says go with the blue. I think it would look stunning. It would really pull that sky out and these boats, wouldn't it? I'll have to find, I absolutely love this paper too, Wendy. I am having a paper share, and I know some of you have jumped in on it. If anybody else is interested, that's not going to be big enough. I want this. Okay, that's the back side of that. Let's go for a hunt and find it. And while I'm doing that, I will show off this gorgeous paper. Look at this. I absolutely love this paper too. It's ridiculously beautiful. Okay, I need that dark brown. Look at, I saw some demonstrators, they took Mod Podge and they brushed it one way and then they let it dry and then they brushed it the other way, and it kind of gives it this kind of a canvas look, and then they mounted that in a frame. And yeah, it's stunning paper. I think I just found it. Yeah, and I can just cut. I can just cut a piece of the sky. Okay, so we're going with all the same so that the top piece stands out up against the background. There's another. Oh no, Wendy. I'm going to have to get a hold of my girlfriend. So I am thinking, whoops. So sorry. I hit my phone. I am thinking that I too want to stay kind of muted. Okay. So I think this is already cut for that. Okay. Let's get this cut. So this design paper is 1 1/4. Sorry, Kathy. You have been overruled. Wow. I hope it doesn't burn down. All those poor kids that had plans for the summer, right? So there we go. 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And that is the back of that little cottage. Let's get this down. I've got my heater going, and now I'm getting warm because it's chilly in my studio. I am downstairs and it is chilly. Okay, let's get these on. So we are simply going to close the card flat. You could stamp on this too if you wanted. And now we're going to open the card flat. So we've got that same design paper all through. And now let's get our alignment tool again. And I'm going to show you. Oh, well, sorry. If you were lining something up on the edge of a card, you would put your card base right down in the corner along this edge and along that edge. And let's say you wanted to go 3/4 of an inch. You would place down the template part, and then you would take down the panel or grab the panel. If you can pick it up, grab the panel, and it would just butt up in there, okay? But for this card, I want this little panel actually sticking out. And that's why I'm not using that edge and I'm only using the top edge, but it still works and helps me align this perfectly. Okay, now I'm going to open the card right up And what I am aligning to is I want the edge of this little panel to be aligned with that fold, okay? So we're going to make sure we're butted up at the top. Put your template in, or whatever that thing is called, and then we're going to dry fit to make sure. See how I'm not, I'm a little over on my scored area, so I'm just going to pull it out. And let's just make sure that we are lined up. And so I'm using that edge there. So I know I don't want glue up here, and I know I don't want glue down there. So we're just going to put our glue part way, okay? Wendy, yes, and you have already paid for it. And so I'm waiting for that order to come in. And I believe it is arriving on, today's the 15th. I believe it was either the 20th or the 21st, around there. So I've got adhesive down here. I'm nicely butted up along the top. I want to make sure that I come to the top here. So I've got 3/4 of an inch here and 3/4 of an inch there. And I want to make sure that this card does not go, this little panel does not go over that scored area. Okay? I hope that all made sense. It's a lot faster than it looks. I just wanted to make sure that I was making sense. So now we've got that little panel on there. And this was already, nope, that's not going to work. It is not the right color. Let's find a little scrap of this light brown. So there it is right there. And we're going to ink that up with pecan pie. You are very welcome, Wendy. And let's just go down. I'm not worried about it being straight because pardon me, I'm going to fussy cut that. Let's close that now. Grab our snips. That can be used for another sentiment. And let's just get that all nicely cut and get our gems on there, and then I will do the draw. So there we go, a little note of appreciation. And again, this would make a very beautiful sympathy card. We're going to get dimensionals behind there. Paper share is a great way of getting a little taste of it all. There is paper on the online exclusives, and I don't normally do a paper share with that, but I certainly can if there was an interest. So do you want the sentiment up top or down below? There's no right or wrong. Somehow I feel that if it's down here, it's not taking away from that rather than up there. I think I'm going to go down below. Just go. Oh no. So you're not even allowed to go. Bummer. Very much a bummer. Okay, so now, I wonder if these gems might look really, really cute on here. It kind of pulls the blue in from the sky. I think I'll go for it. And then we can put one right down here, right down there. Why not? Okay, let me show you what I have created. and what is available for you to win. Best of luck, everyone. I'm so excited about this card. So these are the two that we just did here on the live, okay? And I did two in Mossy Meadow, okay? So here's the little cottage, okay? There's the cottage one. And here are the green flowered ones. So let's do it this way, and I'm not going to get it all in. I wonder if I can go 3 along the top. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's get our names out of the way. Let's go 3 along the top. 1, 2, and 3. I can go over even a little bit more. There we go. I've got those all in. Look at this scene. Oh my goodness. And then this one with the blue flowers, okay? And so that's about as best as I can do. Let's get the names in, and please let me know. I'm going to crush you down for a moment. Let me know if I do not call out your name and you did share for the draw. So Wendy, and ladies, thank you so much for sharing. Judy, please take care, my dear. Deb, Kathy, Dar, and Cheryl. And you know what? It's the design paper that did all the work. So everybody's name is in there. I will wait and see for a minute or so if I have missed anyone. Yeah, so scary. So scary. Everybody's names are in the draw. And let me know if I missed anyone. I don't think I did. I think I have everyone. Okay. Give this a good shake. Drum roll. Drum roll, please. The design paper has done the work, ladies. So pull out your design paper. So again, if you're interested in the paper share, let me know. Debbie, thank you. And if you are interested in purchasing a card kit and the PDF, let me know. $9 for porch pickup or $12 for mail. I have one name. I don't know yet. The winner is Dar. So Darlene, you have won the card today. Let me know which one you want. So we've got green flower, blue flower, we've got cottage, and we have sea. Okay, so let me know which one you want, and congratulations. And the other names are all in the bucket. I'm sorry for those that didn't win. I always feel bad. This is actually really hard for me. It's beautiful for you and lovely for the winner, but I always feel so bad because I can't give everything away. You've got to get, get that paper pack. And Darlene, let me know which card you are interested in. Any of these scenes would work with that whole Mod Podge thing. And you could even Mod Podge and then let it dry and actually use that on a card. So then it looks like a painting. Okay. So you can also do that. I am hoping to, you know what? Today's our anniversary. So we're going out for dinner tonight. So I am not going live tonight. I am hoping, and I can't promise, but I am hoping to go live tomorrow morning to keep working on Owen's book. But we are, this one right here, we are going to our daughter's cottage for the weekend. So it all depends how organized I am this afternoon in my packing. So I am hoping to go live in the morning, but I'm not sure if I can. So thank you so much. 44 years together, crazy, love it. So Darlene, I'm assuming this is the one you want, if I read that properly. Yeah, our wedding day many moons ago was a sunny, extremely windy day like we've had. And so we couldn't do any pictures outdoors because it was like way too windy. So we did pictures in my mother and father's house. And my uncle offered to do pictures because he's a photographer, right? The pictures were horrendous. They were terrible. They were not good at all. So my wedding pictures are like, they're not. I don't really have a wedding album. So there you go. How's that for a memory? Darlene, I will tuck that away for you. Ladies, have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm. Apparently, it's supposed to snow here in Winnipeg. What? But anyway, it is. I hope you do have a great weekend, though. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel and subscribed. I can't say that word. And have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye now.